Hi, I'm Captain Grant Coppin with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
Up here in the north end of the bay, we've been catching some good fish on these reefs. Some good trout, actually. This north end I like to fish just because it's a lot cleaner, it's calmer, it's protected. There's a lot of structure up in here with these reefs. Even the ones that are a little further out from the shore, you can find green water downwind of some of these reefs, depending on if it's straight north or maybe a little bit of northeast or northwest. Been catching some trout. This little reef right here doesn't look like much, but we've been catching good fish on it too. Black drum, redfish, shrimp's the way to go when you're coming over here though. Over here in the fishery habitat, we've been catching some good fish. Just a little bit of everything. Catch a few flounder, reds, trout. Again, this is all nice and protected in here. The tide's dropped out, so you kind of got to come out on the outer edges of it. When the tide was high, these fish are way up in here, but now that it's dropped out, which I always love when the tide drops out like it is now in the wintertime, it makes the fish extremely easy to find. And the other thing it does is exposes all the structure that during the summer and the spring you may not have known is there. Like this little reef here is almost fully exposed. So when you come out here, it kind of puts that little thought in your head like, hey, well, when springtime comes around, I'm going to be able to fish this little thing, get up on top of it, and fish it when the tide comes up. These two channels over here just off the Rincon channel have been really good. I think tonight it's going to get down into the mid-30s, which really pushes these fish in here, pushes the bait in here, and they'll stay in here as long as that weather stays cold. And work up and down here, catching redfish, some really nice trout, slow working a paddle tail on the bottom, or just bouncing a shrimp. Sometimes I'll take a live shrimp and just nose hook him and just let him bounce on the bottom, catch some pretty nice sized flounder up and down through here. Fishing these edges, you can find some good 7-8 foot of water in these channels. Well, like I told some of my buddies this past week, it looked like you could fish out here in a 4-wheel drive truck. That's how low those tides have been, and you usually see these low tides every year, but it's usually not till about late February. So we're seeing these low tides earlier this year. Don't let that worry you, because these fish are coming out of the bay, and they're going to be concentrated right around the mouth here, anywhere from the edge. This is usually about 2-3 foot of water, and now it's really shallow, so you can see these channels. As that north wind blows, it'll bring some water in here, but the fish are concentrated right in this little area and right around the bridge. So fish the bridge. There's a lot of sheephead, fish just on the inside when the water is green. You catch a lot of good trout in here, flounder on the bottom, just bouncing some baits down here. Paddle tails have been working really good, catching a few redfish right around these edges when you've got good water movement moving in and out of this bridge.
Captain Grant Coppin, thanks for watching.